This video is going to be very short for a very long couple of movies. Um, these were on my list because the first one of these films was nominated for Best Picture, and both films were nominated for Best Foreign Language Film, one of which may have won the award. I watched them, plus they're expiring on Filmstruck soon. This was both directed and written, and I think all edited by, oh my god, and cinematography. Lord, man. All by Jan Troell. He directed the films. He wrote the screenplays based on a novel, but actually 4 novels. He did the cinematography and he edited them. Like, there's this one dude. That's a lot. These are, of course, The Immigrants with an E as an immigrant. I'm not even going to read the Swedish names. And The New Land. The Immigrants is based on 2 books by Vilhelm Moberg, The Immigrants and Unto a Good Land, and The New Land is based on 2 books by Vilhelm Moberg, The Settlers and The Last Letter Home. These are very long movies. Altogether, it's about just shy of 7 hours, and I have been watching them all day, or all afternoon, evening, whatever. This is what I did with my day. It's a lot of movie, and it follows 2 people mostly, played by Max von Sydow and Liv Ullmann. You meet them as Max von Sydow's character takes over the plot of land that his parents run in Sweden when his father gets injured. He then gets married to a woman named Christina, played by Liv Ullmann. They have many children. One of those children dies of starvation. They are basically serfs, but not quite serfs in Sweden, and it's not working out for them. His younger brother wants to run away to America. Her uncle wants to go to America. Several of the people in this area want to go to America, so they get together and they head off to America, at which point they're on a boat for a very long time. Then they wind up in New York, and then they decide. Lots of people die on the boat, by the way, because this is, not a happy story. It is. It's bittersweet. And then they decide to go out to Minnesota, and then it ends with them in Minnesota. That's over 3 hours. It's beautifully shot. It's beautifully acted. Liv Ullmann was up for one of her many Oscar nominations. It is very detail-oriented and very well-constructed world-building wise. However, very early on, 12 minutes into the film, this is the first film, 12 minutes into my 7-hour journey with this family, the younger brother ties a cat up into a bag, throws it in the river, and kills it. And the sound design is so brutal and awful, and it was hard for me to want to watch the rest of the movies after they very violently kill a cat, because as you all know, I love cats. And this was hard. And it really made it hard to watch the next hour or so. Eventually, I forgot about the cat. And then they bring the cat back up because when he's about to die on the boat, except he doesn't die, spoilers, he thinks he's going to die on the boat. He starts to he remembers that he killed a cat once and tries to give forgiveness. And I'm just like, yeah, I will never forgive you. Okay, so then the second film, which is even longer, 3.5 hours, the second film, they make it to Minnesota. The younger brother decides to go seeking gold with his friend. Does not end well. No one who went to seek gold, very few people who went to seek gold had a good thing happen. They have more children. They meet more people. Other stuff happens. The Civil War happens. The Sioux Uprising happens. All kinds of stuff happens. And as you can imagine, in a saga about a family, everyone dies. They don't all die, but there's a lot of death, and it's because it follows from basically the marriage of this couple to both of their deaths. It's, as I said, a very well-constructed world, a very in-depth, complicated look at the immigrant experience, both in the sense of E, as in immigrating from your country, and I, immigrating to a country. And actually, the parts that I liked the most were, and maybe this is because I'm American, I don't know, were the parts where they were having left their land. One, the conflicted feelings of a new hope, but also missing traditions. And 2, the attempts to sort of learn this new place and how to say the things they want to say and get the things they want to do and live the life they want to live. I found that part much more compelling than the parts about why they weren't fitting well in Sweden. So that's the films. Right now they're going to expire on Filmstruck on the 23rd, but they are both available on DVD from Criterion Collection, so you can check them out that way. It's a whole lot of film. It's definitely an epic. As I said, it's 4 films, 4 books in 2 films, but really it's the length of 4 films, and honestly, it just feels like a 7-hour film. It's a lot, but for fans of Swedish cinema, for fans of epics, and definitely for fans of Max von Sydow and Liv Ullmann, this is some films for you. It was a lot.